Hello everyone, welcome to another edition of Something to Think About. Today I'm going to be discussing what happened to the argument of flattening the curve. Remember when the pandemic first started to ramp up earlier this year and we were all told to shelter in place, self-quarantine, so that we would slow the spread and flatten the curve so that our medical facilities would not be overrun with infected patients? Now there's talk of instituting another lockdown to stop the spread. Folks, this is a pandemic, and the likelihood of preventing the spread is simply unrealistic. I believe we are all going to come in contact with it, and we all will eventually test positive at some point, and we'll all have different results with this. We know that 40% of people who have been tested and tested positive for the virus were asymptomatic, meaning they never experienced any of the symptoms related to this condition. So I'm wondering now if instead of another lockdown, we do the reverse and just open up our society. Yes, we would need to isolate those who fall within the high risk categories, such as the elderly and those with comorbidity medical issues. But for the rest of us, why not allow us to resume our pre-COVID-19 lives? Think about it. If everyone is exposed to the virus and everyone technically has it, there would be no need for social distancing any longer, wearing of face masks, just about anything that we were told to do, because the transmission between people would have been eliminated. If we all have it, we couldn't be spreading it to each other. It's that herd immunity argument. We know that testing positive is not a death sentence for most healthy individuals because the rate of recovery for those who develop symptoms is extremely high, especially those who have been treated with a combination of hydroxychloroquine, zinc, and the Z-Pak. The results are showing that this seems to be a really good way. It's not a cure, but it is definitely a way to make sure that it's not a fatal. And think about it. If a vaccine is never developed, are we to continue to live our lives social distancing, never permitting large crowded gatherings again, such as sporting events, concerts, graduations, weddings, funerals? And what about classroom learning? What are we going to do with the kids? It doesn't matter. Grade school, junior high, high school, college. People need to learn in a classroom setting. That's the best, what we know is that is the best environment to learn. Anyway, that's something to think about. If you agree with me, please follow me. I do reciprocate. And please at least give this post an echo. I've included a link in the comment section if you're interested in purchasing a copy of my book, Limited Duty. It's about my father's World War II experiences. It's an excellent book, very historically accurate. It was accepted by the World War II Museum in New Orleans for its factual content, and it's in their archives, so I'm very proud of that. And anyway, thanks for listening, and remember in November to vote red. Take care.